And it said Happy Fur Day on the prompter, by the way.
Oh, sorry. I got my days wrong again. It's Fur Day, not Friday.
Not Friday, it's Fur Day. Come on. You might want to wear a little fur today.
Yeah.
See how that
like
translates?
that.
There you go. As we take a look outside, we do see that we are going to see some temperatures in the cool conditions, 40s over the eastern plains right now. We're seeing 20s and 30s at the higher elevations, 40s out to the west. We have some cloudy skies drifting down from the north. That's going to follow in a cold front that draped itself along the front range there. It's not going to get to the west. Just going to see those cooler conditions and the upslope clouds right here along the front range. You see them later on today, maybe a foothill shower or two. That's going to be about it. Then it all moves out, and we will see sunny skies as we start the weekend. Here it is Saturday morning at 10 a.m. And in the evening, we see maybe a few mountain snow showers over the south. Otherwise, we keep the sunny skies around us. So today, clouds, then clearing, 56 degrees today. For tomorrow, we're right back into the warmth. Sunny skies in 72, 76 on your Sunday. Monday, we're at 77, nearing 80 by Tuesday before the next system comes our way, turning cooler with a chance for storms once again.
Ed, thank you so much. Let's help get you out the door. We've got a new crash out here eastbound 6th Avenue and Federal is where we're dealing with this. Looks like, I'll try that again. We've got a couple lanes blocked as you get ready to head that way. We're seeing the flashing lights. Hard to make out exactly what the scene is, but again, already seeing some slowdowns. 225 in Mississippi, building a bit southbound. In good shape, though, here in the Thornton area at I-25 and 84th as you get ready to travel at 270 in York, just a little bit of eastbound volume. Quickly want to bring you to the graphics and just give you some context as to where that one crash is. Again, eastbound 6th Avenue and Federal, already causing just a little bit of a slowdown for drivers there.
Erica, thank you. Lawmakers in Colorado are changing goals when it comes to cutting greenhouse gas emissions. A new law is laying out a plan to become 100% carbon neutral by 2050.
Our Anusha Roy is live outside the Colorado Capitol this morning. And Anusha, part of this new law is trying to make going green a whole lot more affordable for people.
Yeah, absolutely, Jordan, because this is a really big goal, right? And the lawmakers I talked to here at the Capitol said that they're really hoping that every facet of our community and the economy is participating. And part of this new law is making it cheaper for you to buy electric lawn equipment through a tax credit. So that means come January, you're going to be getting 30% off your purchase right there in the store. Of course, all of this is coming at the same time as the Air Quality Control Commission is now discussing proposals to ban the sale of gas-powered lawnmowers in the metro area, and asking all companies would need to stop using gas equipment by 2026. A final decision on that could be coming by the end of the year.
We know that one of the biggest sources of pollution in the Front Range are small engines, so mowers, leaf trimmers, snow blowers, and really want to help people to move away from those gasoline-powered engines.
The cost of that tax credit is covered by reducing tax revenues coming into the state. As for the big players, right, our corporations, our businesses, our manufacturers, the state's energy office said they were actually already working on an action plan to cut emissions, specifically focusing on the next 2 to 3 years and then kind of building that out over time as well. The roadmap that is being discussed right now is really focusing on renewable energy, cutting methane pollution, and then also talks about research that shows by 2050 that most cars on our roads should be electric. As for that plan, Corey and Jordan, the state is saying that they really do want to hear from you, so people can give their opinions online or through public comment and public meetings as well. There is time left to do that. And then coming up at 7 a.m. on KTVD, we're going to be talking about how this new law is changing how insurance companies are investing and the impact to you for that.
Well, this is so great, Anusha, because you think about going green. Often you think it's going to cost you a lot of green, but this is going to make it more attainable for people.
And that has been something that we have heard. Everyone that we have talked to that is working on this issue says we can't just have sections of our community moving along, becoming greener and greener over the years. We have to lift the entire city and the entire state. Everyone has to have access to it. And cost was always going to be a barrier. And this is one of the many ways that folks are trying to address it.
Absolutely. All right, Anusha, thank you. It is now 6:04 and new overnight. Former President Trump is throwing his support behind Congressman Jim Jordan for House Speaker. This comes after Trump said that he would consider serving as Speaker for a short time after receiving endorsements from several House Republicans. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise has also announced his candidacy for Speaker. Republicans will again hear from Speaker candidates at a forum next Tuesday, setting up the next possible House-wide Speaker vote on Wednesday.
Attorneys for former President Donald Trump are asking a federal judge to delay his classified documents trial again. Trump's legal team is citing issues over accessing material for the case, writing that discovery failures by special counsel Jack Smith's office warrant pushing back until mid-November now. This is the second time Trump's team has asked for a delay. Back in July, they asked for the trial to be pushed back until after the 2024 election. For now, the trial is set to begin in May.
Today, Rocky Mountain National Park says that they will be flying in ground teams to search for missing trail runner Chad Palanche. They have narrowed the search area to a swath of land ranging from Mount Alice to McHenry's Peak. Palanche set out from the East Inlet Trailhead near Grand Lake last Wednesday, but no one has heard from him since. The park says he had plans for a 28-mile route across the Continental Divide, and anyone with information is asked to reach out to the Park Service.
This morning, a news conference will be held after 3 bodies were found improperly stored at a former Fremont County funeral home. People who work near the former Return to Nature funeral home in Penrose reported smelling a foul odor on Tuesday night. Authorities could smell the odors coming from the backside of the building. That's where they found several bodies improperly stored. Police say there could be more, but add it's very early in this active investigation. At this point, it is unclear how long those bodies may have been there.
I think it's horrible. Our daughter passed away last year, and if something would have happened to us like that, I would be totally devastated. And I feel so sorry for the people, the families.
The Fremont Sheriff's Office is working to talk to previous funeral home customers as they navigate. Jail records do not show the owners of the company in custody. Lawmakers we've talked to say they already plan to introduce legislation to regulate the people who work in funeral homes. As for what happened, the Sheriff's Office says it will hold a news conference at 10 o'clock this morning.
Right now, police in 2 different metro area cities are investigating unnerving carjackings that left 2 people hurt. The first happened at a gas station on 120th Avenue near Highway 85 in Commerce City Wednesday night. The victim told police that he was filling up one of his car tires with air around 7:30 when a person got into his car. The victim jumped into his own passenger seat to try to stop the theft, but the suspect pushed him out and drove off. The victim was not seriously hurt, and we do have the stolen Honda's plate information. That's up right now on our website, 9news.com. And in Thornton, just before midnight Wednesday, a man reported having a gun pointed at him near Colorado and Thornton Parkway, then having his car stolen. While searching the area, officers say they encountered a woman who said that a man tried to take her car and then shot her. She had minor injuries, but officers found the first man's vehicle with the suspects inside and were able to chase them down and arrest the teenage suspects.
The notices are up for another homeless encampment suite, this one in Northwest Denver because of public health concerns. Unlike the 83 people who camped near the governor's mansion and then were given housing last week, none will be offered a hotel room this time around. The city is offering the people living near 50th and Dahlia a place in a shelter, but it's not the housing many were hoping for.
I'm grown. I don't need a curfew. I know what's right and wrong. I don't drink, I don't do drugs. I miss being able to flip a light switch on. I miss being able to go turn a knob on and running water comes out, refrigerator.
The sweep is happening on Tuesday. The city says they hope to relocate more people into hotels and micro-communities in the coming weeks. They're just not ready yet.
A popular bar is getting ready to shut its doors for good. The Triangle has served as a source of comfort and pride for the LGBTQ+ community in Denver, but it's now closing due to a dramatic drop in customers that have stopped coming in large part because of the homeless community camping just outside their doors. Those problems now are making their way inside the facility.
And the problems that persist with those embedded encampments came to affect us and the guests who wanted to come here. You see on the windows, we put those metal grates up on these 2 sets of windows because we had people coming in over our original chain link fence, and they were breaking out the windows, reaching in and stealing the liquor off the shelves.
Manager Jared McLean, who you just heard from, says with neighboring businesses hurting as well, he worries that Triangle's closure could have a ripple effect, but he hopes it sparks a change instead. McLean also says that Triangle may not be gone for good. We have reached out to the mayor's office about Triangle's closure. They say that Mayor Johnston continues to focus on bringing in unsheltered residents off the streets and away from the homeless encampments, and they've even hosted conversations at Triangle Bar about these challenges.
And yesterday we got to 70 degrees. Not today. Look at these highs along the Front Range. 40s and 50s the best we're going to do. But tomorrow we will see conditions improve rapidly. Lots of sunshine and temperatures right back in the 70s.
Ed, thank you. In the last few minutes here, Sky 9 just got over that scene I was showing you at the top of the hour. This is eastbound 6th Avenue right around Federal. We've got a few lanes blocked off this morning. As they zoom in, we can see one vehicle being loaded up onto the tow truck. There are about 6 officers out here on the scene this morning. We're merging down to one right lane. So if you're going to be traveling from the Lakewood area toward I-25 this morning, this will impact you at this hour.
It's October, and that means Mariah Carey's defrosting right now, getting ready for Christmas. Happening today, tickets for the new Mariah Carey Christmas show will go on sale. You know it's going to be popular. Denver is one of only 13 show dates for Mariah. She is set to perform holiday classics at Ball Arena. We're all going to be waiting for that All I Want for Christmas Is You song, of course. The concert is on Tuesday, November 21st. General ticket sales start this morning at 10 o'clock.
Defrosting. She just emerges in the Christmas time.
Every year. Don't you know?
Goes back and waits for the next year. Okay.